So here's a quick short story here about a guy who learns exactly what I talk about so many times in these videos, how a guy can do everything right and a gal can do everything wrong, and still he's the bad guy if he wants to break up with her. And the family and the friends are making him out to be the villain, but this is the victim, and one you feel bad about, even though she's done a lot of crazy things. And situations like that, guys, when you want to break up with a girl or whatever, I don't care if everybody's against it. If you are not happy, you know what's going on, you have every right to end it, and don't listen to those people. And if you got to cut them out of your life, do it. Title: I, a 28-year-old male, want to divorce my wife, but everyone wants me to forgive her. Oh, by the way, shout out to Joel for sending me this story. Now listen to this. Me and my wife have been married for 3 years. First, let me say my wife is not struggling with any issues that I'm aware of, and we have known each other since grade school. We really know everything about each other and our families. Okay, long history together here. About 2 months ago, I came home and found my wife and my 6-month-old daughter on the couch. My wife was asleep, my daughter next to her. The moment I went in to greet them, I smelled my daughter immediately. Ugh. She needed a diaper change. I didn't know how long it had been since her last diaper change. I took my daughter from the couch to go get in to change her diaper. As I didn't want to wake my wife doesn't sleep during the day, so I know that if I find my wife sleeping during the day or any time before 9 p.m., she has had a hectic day and is just drained. I walked into my daughter's room and placed her on the changing table and started to change her diaper. Okay, nothing out of the ordinary here, especially you parents out there. Not even 2 minutes later, my wife walked into the room, and as I greeted her, she looked at me and looked down at my daughter on the changing table, and then went into a rage and started to attack me. Okay. She offered meds, but then again, you said you don't think she's on meds. I was stunned for like a second, and instinct kicked in, and I leaned over my daughter to protect her. My wife was shouting while hitting me. How could I? How could I? Over and over again that I'm a monster. Okay, wife, if you want to change this dirty diaper, knock yourself out. I think I'm being a pretty good husband here, but sure, here you go. I had no idea at the time what she was talking about. And in the morning, I left everything was as good as it could be. She then ran out the room like 5 minutes later, and 3 police officers had me in handcuffs, and my wife was going crazy that she caught me doing awful things to my daughter. You were changing her dirty diaper, and she comes in and has a meltdown and physically attacks you, insults you, and now the police are there, 3 cops handcuffing you, saying you were... I was speechless at that moment and couldn't believe what she was saying. I asked her what was she talking about. All she kept saying was she saw me doing it. I was arrested and released the next day when the police had a look at the camera footage in my daughter's room, clearly seeing that I was just busy changing her diaper, and nothing happened. There was no evidence to support my wife's claims, and she attacked me without provocation. I want a divorce, as I can't believe she would even think I would do something like that. You're goddamn right. Attacking you physically, putting not only you but also the child in harm's way, and Lord knows what will set her off again, and then saying that about you. Can you imagine if you didn't have the baby cam there in the room? Right? What would have happened? Goodbye, it's over with. You're fucking nuts. And I don't want to hear about the postpartum this and the postpartum that. Yeah, that's you. Yeah, you can all say that in the comment section, but I think you'd be feeling differently if you were behind bars and your child was being attacked by some wacko like this. She needs professional help, but that means you gotta save her ass. I haven't spoke to her since I got released, and my phone has been blowing up with calls and texts with her apologies. Too late, honey. I honestly don't care about that. The moment she said those words to the police that I did that to my daughter, it was like all the love I had for her just left, and all I feel is a void inside me at the moment, nothing else. I had her serve with divorce papers a week ago, and now everyone is constantly harassing me from my family, her family, our friends to talk to her and try counseling to sort this out. You're your own man. You're 28 years old. You have a daughter, a child, and you're protecting your daughter. And you're also, God forbid, protecting yourself. And every single one of those people, the friends, the so-called friends, her family, your family, if they're not on your team, if they're not recognizing she's got major issues and I have every right to do what I'm doing, each and every one of you can tell them to go fuck themselves. Period. Better be alone than have those a-holes. Yes, she needs help, clearly. But doesn't mean you need to put yourself in a situation when she goes off again, and she will. She can get counseling if she wants, but I will not be involved. I'm going for full custody of my daughter. Good, bro. My lawyer has informed me that I will most probably get full custody of my daughter due to my wife's violent outburst on camera, and that I had to shield her with my body, and the false claims laid against me noting her mental state. Everyone is saying I'm taking things too far by divorcing her and trying to take my daughter from her. Oh my God. It's amazing. What if the situation was reversed, guys? Right? What if the situation was reversed? Do you think they'd be so easy on him? Do you think the in-laws would be so easy on him? I think not. That's what I said in the beginning. A guy can do everything right, and the gal does nightmarish things, and she gets a pass because of her feelings or her emotions or something. No. Saying that, accusing him of that, attacking him, the child could have gotten hurt. What if he dropped the child? You get the point here. And him being behind bars. Thank God he had that camera there. This goes to show that guys, not only do guys need to hire a PI whenever they have a girlfriend nowadays, they gotta have freaking video recording devices everywhere they go. But nobody can give me a reason as to why she did what she did. She herself, in the 374 messages, hasn't given me an explanation as well. Just constant sorry. And we can go for marriage counseling, individual counseling again. I don't care. She can go by herself. I'm just worn down right at the moment, and the gravity of everything is hitting me hard. What should I do? Everyone's on her side. What am I missing? Well, this is a situation where I actually can get why somebody goes to a public forum like this to share the story and ask a question when everybody's against them. And the cool thing is that from what I glanced by this morning, all the comments are on this guy's side. You got people saying, okay, yeah, she needs help. Fine, fair enough. She needs a whole lot of help. But after that whole thing, though, no way. You know, you got to protect your daughter. And all it takes is her going off like this again, and he's not there. And next thing you know, some awful thing happens to the poor child. Guess what? Things like that happen. I'm sure you guys have heard stories here. And no, end of story. And it's amazing the parental instinct that kicks in. The child is 3 months old, I think he said. So, you know, he hasn't been a dad that long, but instantly the protective instinct goes in, and he is going to do anything to protect that child, as he should. You know, that's his little girl, goddammit. And it'd be the same if it was a boy. And not to mention, God forbid, protecting himself after all this whole thing. So, no. What he needs to do, absolutely, is divorce her, go for full custody, and tell the family and everything like that, look, this is what happened, and if you're not on my side, we're done. You're not going to see your granddaughter because I have full custody. Ha, ha, ha. End of freaking story. Tell the in-laws, hey, you've been great to me all this time, but I'm not doing this. Get your daughter help, end of story, we're done. And again, they got a problem with that? Goodbye. Better be on your own than have people that pull this kind of shit. In situations like this, it really teaches anybody, a guy or a gal, who really is on your team. So I really do wish this guy the best. And guys, lesson here, you can't allow this type of shit to happen. And everybody can be against you saying what you're doing is wrong. But if in your gut you know what you're doing is right, in a scenario like this, ending a relationship with a nutcase, you do what you gotta do.